Hey, welcome to Davita Stampin' Spot. It's Monday at 7 o'clock, and I'm actually on time for a change. Yeah, I know that doesn't hardly ever happen, does it? Um, Hope you're having a
Hey, welcome to Davita
Oh, it did
Stampin'
it
Spot.
again. I always do that. I checked the buttons on my phone, but forgot the buttons on my computer. So you always get to hear that repeat. Sorry about that. I have spent today playing with a set called Spotlight in Nature, and I'm using it for a demonstrator event that's coming up. And so I played with it all day, and then at 5 o'clock realized, oh, I didn't get anything ready for tonight. So I'm doing something I don't know that I've ever done before. We are going to stamp, or I'm going to stamp, and I don't have a sample ready to show you in case I mess up. So you know what? This is live tonight, very live. I'm going to turn the camera around. You saw my messy office. I'm hoping maybe this week to have time to work on cleaning my office. I can hope, right? All right, so I have white paper, 3 by 7/8 by 5 1/8, 4 by 5 1/4. They're both white. I have my regular piece of cardstock. This is Pretty in Pink. It's in our In Color collection. It's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and I scored it at 4 1/4 to create my card base. And then let me show you this set. This is the set I'm going to show you tonight. Oh my gosh. If you're online at all, I know you've seen cards with this set. It's already been out of stock, I think, twice, and I believe it came back in stock today. It was supposed to anyway, and I didn't check it. Like I said, I was having too much fun playing. And I'm trying something different. A lot of you have done this for a long time, but I put my dies in with my stamp set. And you'll notice I've got them here on a magnet so that they don't go flying. And there's my information for my dies. And then I've put my description or my prices and everything on the outside of this folder. So we are going to play with this here, and we're going to use Dear Friends, and we'll see what else happens. All right, so for the dies, I used the second and third from the middle. So I used I'm sorry, third and fourth, that one and that one, and I cut them out with my die cut machine, cut and emboss machine. There we go. And I did that ahead of time. All right, you'll notice I'm using my glass mat. They were able to get more of those. So Stampin' Up! Has them for sale now. They're $60. You get the glass mat, you get the white piece that will hold your ink pads in place, and you will get the chamois. And my other two pieces are here somewhere. Yep. Didn't think to find them. So if you want that glass mat, remember it was a special deal for people that joined Stampin' Up! Earlier in 2024. But now they've gotten more in stock and you can buy them. I'll tell you what, I never knew that I wanted a glass mat, and I love mine. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is, oops, I forgot to ink the bottom. We're going to ink up the whole stamped image with my Memento black ink. And I'm going to angle it. Think about like that. The amazing thing to me is the glass mat provides such an awesome image, and you don't have to put your padding underneath it. Um, I'm just in awe at how well it works. It just blows my mind. All right, now I'm going to stamp it 2 more times. I know where my chamois is for this. It is in a box because I was downstairs stamping last week and I took it down there so I would have it. All right, I'm going to stamp this like that. And, oops, I done the wrong thing there. Okay, then I'm going to grab my chamois. Any chamois works. I've just got one of my regular ones here. I'm going to ink it one more time. I didn't think my nose was plugged today, and I knew my cough was better, but you know how it is. It seems like I start doing my live and I end up with coughing or something weird like that. All right, and then I'm going to stamp like that. All right. Clean that off. And except for my greeting, I think that's all my stamping tonight. Now I saw this idea online. I'm altering it. I can't seem to copy what other people do. I take their idea and then I start playing with it. I always think, oh, I'm going to make it just like they did. And yeah, that never happens. All right. Now I'm going to color on the two circles that I stamped. And I used Memento ink, and I'm going to use my blends, and I'm going to use my light Pretty in Pink. I'm going to color my flower here. I do have class this week. My Technique and Funful class is on Wednesday and Friday this week. I normally do Thursday, but I need to take Kent back to the eye doctor for an appointment. So, and unfortunately, the only appointment they could give us was 3:15 in the afternoon. And we've discovered when we go that late in the day, it's always late when we get out. So I couldn't do class on Thursday. All right, I'm also going to color the flowers in this circle. And since I brought Kent up, he's doing really well. Like we said, the worst thing's having to sleep on his back. And the doctor said he liked that if that was the only complaint, because that meant his eyes were doing okay. So, all right. I don't think I'm going to need that one. Oh, yep, you're having to watch me color tonight. So I'm using the light and dark of the Pretty in Pink. I love how it makes it easy for us to get shadowing. One, Stampin' Up! Created the stamp so that we knew right where to color. And then by just adding more and more ink, it gets darker. All right. And then I decided, I know it's called Light Summer Splash, but to me it's kind of a green, and I'm kind of addicted to this color. So we're going to use it for my leaves. Should have probably used Shy Shamrock, but you would be so surprised. This is actually the third pink card I've made today. I have not made a single purple one. Yeah, I'm kind of in shock too. If you're watching me live on YouTube right now, I hope I'm going to be able to see your comments. I was talking with one of my accountability partners, and she was saying that she really struggles trying to see the comments. And I have that trouble as well. I'm going to see real quick if I can find the comments there. It doesn't look like I can. Oh, maybe I can. So if you try making a comment if you're watching, and I'll see if it shows up. Maybe, maybe. All right. So if you haven't already guessed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer these cards over the top of this one. So like that. Isn't that cool? I love this idea because then it just adds depth to your card. And now you can choose to color, they call it kind of a spotlight. I am using my color lifter because I went outside the lines here. Don't you like it, eraser? So color lifters are awesome. And help take that color off. All right. So you can choose to what we call spotlight. And by spotlighting, what you do is you only color part of the image. So I can leave it like that, and all the color then is centered on the two circles that I added, or you can choose to color in the bottom. And tonight I'm in the mood to color, so I think I'm going to go ahead and color in the bottom as well. I forgot to do my highlighting here. So I have space in Wednesday's class, and I have space at 7 on Friday. The 4 o'clock class, I think I have one spot left. So if you'd like to come to class, we're going to get to play with some of our masks that we have. We're going to do a really fun fold. And then I had another card I just thought would be fun to make. It's supposed to be simple. It's pretty easy and hopefully not too difficult for people. I think it's really pretty. So this is the dark. So I'm just adding a little bit of ink where the lines are, because Stampin' Up! Tells me where to put the ink so that it looks really nice and shaded. Okay, now I'm going to use some dimensionals to pop this up. All right, there we go. We'll line this up. Those of you that are pink people are in shock tonight, aren't you? Because I'm actually using pink. Doesn't hardly ever happen. Oh, I should have colored just a little bit higher over here. So I'm going to add green here. All right. And now we'll add this. So we're going to line it up so the leaves, everything continue. I don't know what it is about this set, but I absolutely love these flowers. Now, for this one, I want it to pop even higher than that circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double up my dimensionals here on this side over here, because it's flat here, but then it needs depth here. So on this side, we're going to put dimensional, tear the paper off, and put another one. And that should make it just about the same height as the one we've already put on there that has dimensionals. And then I'm going to nab a little bit of glue for this side. These circle dies are just amazing. I just think they're so beautiful. All right. See how that lines up so neat? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? All right, now I want to put a greeting on it. And I think to keep it to where the highlight is up here, I'm going to stamp it in black. And in this stamp set, there's a greeting that says, "Dear friend." And I'm going to stamp that right down here. There we go. Probably should have stamped that before I put everything on it, just in case I had an oops. But thank goodness it worked out. And let's see. Maybe we have enough black. Let's go with some white ribbon. Now, if you want, you can always color your ribbon. So grab your blends, and I'm going to grab the dark, and we're going to just color it. Just like we can color our dots, our sequins, and our gems, we can also color our ribbon so that it matches our card. Let's see if I guessed about right. Ooh, pretty close. Look at that, guys. It's about 1/8 of an inch off. Not bad today, for sure. And then we'll put it like that with the glue dot. I'm going to quick check. I said I was going to see. Well, I don't see comments, but that doesn't mean they aren't there somewhere. We're going to have to figure that out. You know, once Facebook decided they were going to make life difficult for us, posting our lives, we've all been trying to learn all the tricks. Oops. So I'm just using a glue dot here. I will tell you, when you color your ribbon, sometimes your glue dots are a little harder to attach. I think it's the liquid from the um, blenders. All right, grab my bone folder. Yeah, I'm not seeing comments, so I will hopefully be able to see them afterwards, and I apologize for that. I don't know why. It's just pretty frustrating. All right, so I'm going with simple tonight. Oh, I see another little oops I did here. I think I was talking too much and not looking. I'm going to use my color lifter and lift that color right off the paper. It does look a little funny at first, but it does wash it away. Of course, it works better on light colors than dark, which is obvious. For those of you wondering, no, I did not get the ink out of my capris. So that's on my list of things I need to replace. All right, so I'm going to just take some glue. Watch tomorrow. I will be posting my tip. I know what I want to do. I just don't have it done yet. There you go. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. All right, so I'm trying really hard right now that when I create a card, I do the inside as well as the envelope so that I don't have to come back and do it later. So I'm going to ink up just part of this because I just went on the edge like that. People probably can guess when they get cards from me because I tend, especially on the envelopes, to stamp in the same place all the time. All right, I got a little ink on my glass mat here, so I'm going to wipe that off. I'm going to stamp the same flowers on the envelope. Now, it's up to you. You can decide to leave the envelope black and white so that as they open the card, there's more color and design, or you can color the envelope so that it matches what's going on the inside of the card. Well, I go back and forth. I do both. I am going to color the inside of this one because it is for the inside of the card. As I was getting ready, I was trying to decide what greeting I wanted to put inside since it says dear friend. And there's one of our sets that I really like right now. And all right, Just doing a little bit of color, not filling it all the way in like I did on the front. Just so there's something just a little bit different. I will have a lot of samples of this set to show you, but it'll be closer to the end of the month because, like I said, I'm getting ready for a big demonstrator event and using this set for my projects. All right, so I want to stamp just love spending time with you. So I thought that went really well with dear friend. And you're going to ask me, well, what set that is from? And it is from So Sincere. This set has great sayings. I also love this one. Know you bring joy to my heart. Just some really great sayings. This is such a good reminder for all of us. Be grateful for what you have. Be proud of who you are. This one's always good. Hope your day is a happy one. That could be for lots of occasions. So I really like that set. All right, I'm going to put this on the inside. And since we're coloring white items to make them match the card today, I'm going to grab my rhinestone. Well, if I can find them. I know there's some in here. Do you have drawers like that where you know there's something there and you just can't find it? There we go. And I think I will color these the summer splash color. And either do 1, 3, or 5. You always want an odd number. All right, well, we're going to put one right there. It dropped right in there. I should have the flat piece, and it would pick these up better than the poker does, but I didn't grab it. And there we go. We've got the card with the inside, and here's my envelope to go with it. Hope you enjoyed this idea. Like I said, you're going to see a lot of these Spotlight Natures. If you haven't seen them online, you will. It is one of the best sets, I think, in this new catalog. All right, well, that's it for Monday. Watch for my Tuesday tip tomorrow, and I will see you next week.